Did you know Cambodia is full of surprises? From unique traditions to mind-blowing taboos, here are 4 facts that will change the way you see this fascinating country. I thought I knew a thing or two about Asia, being Asian and all. But Cambodia? Man, this place is on another level. It's not just about Angkor Wat, which is incredible, don't get me wrong. It's about the little things, the everyday stuff that makes you go, wait, what? For real? Like they pay for college with chickens. Chickens! My parents would have loved that. Jimmy, you want to be an actor? That'll be 500 chickens, please. We're going to dive into some seriously wild stuff today. We're talking about everything from why you should never sleep with your head facing west, to special love huts for teenagers. Yeah, you heard me right. It's a whole different world out there, and some of these customs are going to make you question everything you thought you knew about. Well, everything. Honestly, researching this felt like I was uncovering secrets from a lost civilization. But nope, it's just modern-day Cambodia. So, buckle up, because this is going to be a ride. We're going to explore some traditions that are beautiful, some that are just plain bizarre, and some that are so shocking you won't believe they're real. I'm telling you, this country is a treasure trove of fascinating stories. Make sure to watch till the end and let us know which fact shocked you the most. You're not going to want to miss a single one of these. Let's get into it. Alright, first up, let's talk about some of the day-to-day things in Cambodia that are just different. You think you know how society works, right? You go to school, you get a job, you follow the rules. But over there, the rulebook is written in a completely different language. For starters, it's a super common tradition for young men, especially in rural areas, to spend some time living as a monk in a Buddhist monastery. It's like a rite of passage. Imagine telling your parents, "Hey mom, dad, I'm gonna take a gap year before college, to go shave my head and live on alms." My dad would have a heart attack. He'd be like, "A monk? You can't even make your own bed. What are you going to do? Meditate until the laundry does itself?" But in Cambodia, it's seen as a way to show respect to your family and gain merit. It's a huge honor, and it's completely normal. And while we're on the topic of rural life, let's talk about honesty. In many villages, people don't even lock their doors. They just don't. There's this deep-seated community trust that's just mind-boggling to a city guy like me. I lock my door when I'm going to get the mail. These guys leave their houses wide open. It's based on the Buddhist principle of not taking what isn't given. It's beautiful, but also I'd still probably lock my stuff up. Call me cynical. Now let's flip the script to something a little more intense. Police training. You think the police academy is tough here? In Cambodia, part of their training involves, and I'm not making this up, crawling through a pit of live snakes. Live snakes. Why? I have no idea. Maybe to prepare them for the ultimate nope situation? If you can handle a pit of cobras, you can probably handle a traffic stop. My biggest fear is a bad Yelp review. These guys are wrestling with serpents. Then there's the family structure. In many parts of the world, it's all about the father's last name, right? Patrilineal. But in some Cambodian communities, especially among certain ethnic groups, they're matriarchal. The family name and heritage are passed down through the mother's side. The women are the heads of the household. It's a total reversal of what many of us consider traditional. It's awesome, and it makes you realize how many different ways there are to build a family. And remember what I said about chickens? I wasn't kidding. In some rural universities, if a student can't afford tuition, they have the option to pay with livestock. A certain number of chickens or ducks can equal a semester's worth of education. It's a practical system that makes so much sense. It's like, can't pay with cash? That's cool. We also accept feathered currency. I wish I could pay my taxes in chickens. Finally, you can't talk about Cambodia without mentioning the food. And I'm not just talking about fish amok. I'm talking about the street food. Specifically, the insects. Fried tarantulas, crispy crickets, grilled water beetles. It's a huge part of the local cuisine. They say they're a great source of protein. I'll take their word for it. My dad would probably try it though. He'd be like, "It's just a land shrimp, Jimmy. Be a man." For me, it's a hard pass. But for Cambodians, it's a delicious, crunchy snack. They season them with chili and salt, and people just munch on them like we eat potato chips. It's a testament to their resourcefulness, and a reminder that one person's pest is another person's popcorn. It's just one more thing that makes you realize how incredibly diverse and surprising this country really is. I mean, can you imagine? Hey, you want to come over and watch the game? I got a bowl of fried spiders. It's just wild. The everyday life there is a constant stream of things that challenge your perspective. From monks to matriarchs to paying for school with poultry, Cambodia operates on its own fascinating logic. It's a place that keeps you on your toes, that's for sure. Okay, so you've landed in Cambodia. You're ready to explore. But get ready for some serious culture shocks, because the way things work here can be a little confusing at first. The first thing that's going to hit you is the money situation. They have their own currency, the Cambodian riel, but the US dollar is used everywhere. It's a dual currency system, which sounds convenient, right? Wrong. It's chaos. You pay for something that costs, say, $2.50. You hand them a $5 bill. You expect to get $2.50 back. Instead, you might get two $1 bills and the rest in riel. The exchange rate is roughly 4,000 riel to $1, so you get a giant wad of colorful bills. Now you're standing there, trying to do math in your head, holding a stack of cash that looks like Monopoly money. It's a mental workout every time you buy a bottle of water. And speaking of US dollars, here's a weird one. They hate the $2 bill. It's considered bad luck. If you try to pay with a $2 bill, they'll look at you like you just insulted their grandmother. They'll refuse to take it. I have no idea why. Maybe a tourist in the 90s did something terrible with a $2 bill and ruined it for everyone. So, pro tip, leave your $2 bills at home unless you want to collect some serious side-eye. Now, let's talk about getting around. You hop in a tuk-tuk and give the driver the address, right? Nope. Street names and building numbers? They're more like suggestions. In many places, especially outside the main tourist centers, nobody uses them. Instead, you navigate by landmarks. Go past the big mango tree, turn left at the temple with the gold roof, and it's the third house after the place that sells the good noodles. It's like a real-life treasure hunt just to find your hotel. It feels so old school and kind of charming, but also incredibly frustrating when you're lost and your phone is dead. You have to rely on people, on describing things. It forces you to actually look around and pay attention to your surroundings, which is probably a good thing. My dad would love this system. He navigates by the place where we got that one good parking spot in 1998. Another thing you'll see everywhere are mirrors. Small octagonal mirrors are often placed on the front of houses or businesses, facing outwards. It's not for checking your hair, it's for spiritual protection. The belief is that evil spirits or bad energy will see their own reflection and be frightened away. It's a simple, ancient form of a home security system. Forget ADT, just get yourself a shiny mirror. It's fascinating how deep these spiritual beliefs run in everyday life. You'll see spirit houses everywhere, little ornate structures where people leave offerings to appease the local spirits. It's a constant, visible reminder of a world beyond the physical one. It's not just a tradition, it's an active part of their reality. And you can't miss the Buddha statues. They're everywhere, which you'd expect in a Buddhist country. But what might surprise you is how many of them are decked out with flashing, multicolored LED lights. You'll see a serene, ancient-looking Buddha statue, and it's got this halo of blinking, strobing lights, like it's at a rave. It's this incredible mix of ancient spirituality and modern, almost kitschy technology. At first, it's a little jarring. You're like, is the Buddha about to drop a sick beat? But then you realize it's just another form of devotion. It's making the sacred visible, vibrant, and impossible to ignore. It's their way of showing reverence in the 21st century. It's a perfect metaphor for Cambodia itself, a country where ancient traditions and modern life collide in the most unexpected and colorful ways. All right, let's get into the juicy stuff. Marriage. Every culture has its own rituals and traditions around finding a partner, but Cambodia, man, they take it to a whole new level. Some of these customs are going to make your jaw drop. First, let's travel to the northeast, to the Kriung ethnic group. They have a tradition that would make any Western parent's head explode. It's called the love hut. When a daughter reaches her teenage years, around 13 to 15, her father will build her a small, separate hut near the family home. This is her own private space. And at night, she's allowed, even encouraged, to invite different boys to come and spend the night with her. The idea is that this gives her the freedom to get to know potential partners in a safe, private setting, without pressure. It's all about finding a true love connection. Can you even imagine trying to explain that to my parents? Dad, you know how you built me that treehouse? Well, I'm going to have some boys over tonight for, conversation. he would have torn that treehouse down with his bare hands. But in the Kriung community, it's a respected tradition that empowers the young woman to make her own choice about who she marries. It's incredibly progressive in its own way. But wait, it gets even more interesting. In some rural communities, there's an old belief that a young woman isn't ready for marriage until she knows how to smoke. Yeah, smoke. Like tobacco. The village elders, the matchmakers, would apparently test a potential bride's smoking skills. The thinking was, if she knows how to smoke, it means she's mature and has been around the block, so to speak. It's so backward from what we think now. Today, smoking is a deal breaker for a lot of people. Back then, it was a prerequisite. It's like, she's got a great personality, she's a hard worker, but can she handle a cigarette? That's the real question. It's one of those traditions that has thankfully faded away for the most part, but it's a wild glimpse into a completely different set of values. Now here's a more visual tradition. In certain areas, when a family has a daughter who is of marriageable age, they will hang a pink curtain in the front window or doorway of their house. This is a signal to the community. It's like a real-life version of a Facebook relationship status update. My daughter is single and ready to mingle. It's a public announcement that says, hey, eligible bachelors, we have a daughter who is ready for marriage proposals. Come on by. It's a way for families to discreetly, or not so discreetly, advertise their daughter's availability. It's efficient, I'll give them that. No need for dating apps when you've got the pink curtain system. These traditions show how much emphasis is placed on community and family in the marriage process. It's not just about two individuals falling in love. It's about two families coming together. The parents are heavily involved, the community is aware, and the process is guided by these long-standing customs, whether it's building a love hut or hanging a curtain. It's a world away from swiping right on Tinder. There's a structure to it, a sense of shared responsibility. And while some of it seems shocking or outdated to us, it's all rooted in the desire to ensure a stable and successful union. It's a reminder that the path to I do can look very, very different depending on where you are in the world. Now for the important stuff, the taboos, the things you absolutely should not do unless you want to get some bad juju or seriously offend someone. Every culture has its unwritten rules, and Cambodia has some fascinating ones. Let's start with a big one related to timing. The Chung Ben period, which is part of the Chum Ben festival or Ancestors' Day, is a sacred time. During these 15 days, Cambodians believe the gates of hell are opened, and the spirits of their ancestors return to the land of the living. It's a time for prayer, offerings, and remembering the dead. Because of this, it is a major taboo to start any new construction. You don't build a house, you don't even start a small renovation. It's believed that this would disturb the spirits and bring terrible luck to the home. So, if you're planning to build a deck in Cambodia, you better check the calendar first. It's taken very seriously. It shows how deeply intertwined their spiritual beliefs are with practical, everyday life. It's not just a superstition. It's a rule of life that governs major decisions like building a home for your family. Respect for the ancestors comes first, always. Here's another one that might mess with your sleep schedule. It's considered extremely bad luck to sleep with your head pointing to the west. Why the west? Because that's the direction that bodies are traditionally oriented in a coffin before cremation. So, sleeping with your head to the west is like inviting death. It's mimicking the position of a corpse, and that's a big no-no. I sleep in whatever direction my body lands on the bed. I'd have to bring a compass to bed with me in Cambodia. Honey, am I facing west? I feel some bad vibes. It might sound silly to some, but it's a deeply ingrained belief. Hotels are often designed to accommodate this, so you'll rarely find a bed that forces you to face west. It's a small detail that speaks volumes about their worldview. And for the expecting mothers out there, listen up. There's a strong taboo against a pregnant woman cutting her hair. The belief is that if she cuts her hair, it could bring harm or misfortune to the unborn child. It's connected to the idea that the hair holds life force or energy, and cutting it could weaken the baby or even cut its life short. So, if you see a pregnant woman in Cambodia with very long hair, now you know why. It's not just a style choice, it's a protective measure. It's another example of how these beliefs are all about protecting the family and ensuring health and prosperity. It's a beautiful, if superstitious, expression of a mother's love and concern for her child. These taboos are like a secret guidebook to the Cambodian soul. They reveal what the culture values most: family, respect for ancestors, and a harmonious relationship with the spiritual world. Touching someone on the head is also a huge taboo, as the head is considered the most sacred part of the body. You should also never point your feet at someone or at a religious icon, as feet are the lowest and dirtiest part. These rules might seem strange, but they're essential to showing respect. It's about being mindful of your actions and understanding that there are forces and beliefs at play that are much older than you. Ignoring them isn't just rude, it's seen as inviting bad luck not only for yourself, but for those around you. So, when in Cambodia, keep your head pointing east and your hands off other people's hair. So there you have it. From love huts to LED Buddhas and paying for college with chickens, Cambodia is a country that never stops surprising you. It's a place where the ancient and the modern, the spiritual and the practical, all crash together in the most fascinating and sometimes confusing way. I feel like I've just scratched the surface. Every single fact we talked about today opens up a whole new world of stories and traditions. It really makes you appreciate the incredible diversity of human culture. What I love about learning these things is that it challenges my own normal. The things we take for granted, how we date, how we pay for things, which direction we sleep in, are not universal truths. They're just our way of doing things. Cambodia reminds us that there are a million other ways to live, and each one has its own logic and its own beauty. It's humbling, and it makes the world feel so much bigger and more interesting. It's definitely a place I want to learn more about, and hopefully, visit one day. Just need to remember to bring a compass for the bedroom and leave my $2 bills at home. And maybe I'll try a fried cricket. Okay, probably not. But maybe. Which Cambodian fact surprised you the most?